Game 2 between the Oilers and the Panthers was a wild ride and a marathon to boot. If you thought Game 1 was great, wait till you watch Game 2. The cinema just doesn't stop with this series as the Oilers march into this one after a Game 1 comeback and OT winner from the German doctor Leon Draisaitl. Florida is looking to bounce back and even the series, so let's dive into what went down and how the tiniest of margins got exposed in Game 2. So we're ready to rock, and right off the bat, Evander Kane is going to take a penalty. So the Panthers are on the power play, and Sam Bennett, this guy doesn't do anything without royally pissing off everyone and making it controversial. Ekholm loses his stick, and there's Bennett, the king of accidentally on purpose. He's just going to skate through the path of the stick. Ekholm is now chasing it, and oh, would you look at that. Bennett is wide open. Ekholm's not going to stop him. He doesn't even have a stick. Bennett buries it. That's 13 goals in these playoffs. He's the leader. Bennett shows up, raises hell. He doesn't score unless he's pissed you off. It's 1-0 Panthers. Then the Oilers' rush game starts cooking, and for Edmonton, it's all about the quick-ups. Bouchard, chip off the boards. Two Panthers are instantly caught up ice. Arvidsson, bump play to the middle. He hits Evander Kane in stride. He's pissed he took a penalty, so he lets Bobrovsky hear the bell. Ping, post, and in. Call the postman. What a shot in Edmonton. Ties this game right back up. We are into it early in this one. Blood starts boiling. Nurse and Tkachuk get in each other's grill. Stripes has seen enough, takes them both to the box, which means we got 4-on-4 hockey, and naturally, that suits the Oilers' speed game a lot more than it does for Florida. It's all going to start again with Bouchard's patience on the breakout. Here he is below the goal line, takes a little peekaboo, then waits for the opportunity to open up. Quick slip pass, up the ice we go, and here comes Edmonton. The game within the game is happening without the puck in this one. Look at Draisaitl off this rush, just running a pick with his stick all the way up the ice as McDavid comes charging through. He did this exact thing in the Vegas series too to clear the way for McDavid on the entry. That led to a goal, and so does this. McDavid flies in, finds Bouchard. He's now down Main Street, and four Panthers have collapsed to the front of the net. First shot is blocked by Barkov. Bouchard says, "Give me that shit back." He takes it, changes the angle, and Officer Bob doesn't even get a chance to drop down. 2-1, the building is rocking. Florida needs an answer, so motion is lotion. They get a forward up high in Verhaeghe. The D and Jones is swinging outside of the zone to eventually dive in, and Edmonton gets chasing a bit up high. Now, when Edmonton is in their structure, that's not the case. They clog the house and front shots, but here they get caught up high chasing, and that creates a seam, and they can't keep up with the Jones. It's 2-2. Now, what happens next, I can't even make this stuff up. Sam Bennett is in front of the net, and it happens again. Ekholm shoves him in, but this guy's legs turn into jello whenever he's within 2 feet of a goalie. He has mastered the art of accidentally on purpose. He's not going to not go down here, and as he tumbles, he catches Skinner awkwardly falling on his knee. Skinner probably goes down a little bit easy, but he knows Bennett's going to get called for his reputation, so Sam Bennett goes to the box. Tkachuk, he's going to get an extra one, and look at this. On his way into the box, he gives a couple of taps on the chest to Bennett, saying that's how we do it. Okay. McDavid sees that and says, "Oh yeah? Watch this." This is Alex Barkov right here. He just won the Selke Trophy for Best Defensive Player of the Year. McDavid, though, says screw your trophy. He quickly fakes to the middle, gets Barkov's toe caps facing the wrong way. See you later. One down. Who's next? Aaron Ekblad? Step up, please. His toes are already facing the wrong way, and he goes fishing. The toe drag from hell has Ekblad working on his tap dance routine. This sicko, Connor McDavid, comes out of the move to find Draisaitl for the 1T. Are you kidding me? Bennett with the skate of shame coming out of the box. Edmonton is up 3-2. That first period was absolutely wild. So take a breath, grab another beer, and get ready for the second. This period, though, was when the Panthers started getting to their game. They got the Oilers chasing a bit in their own end on goal number 2, but they tie the game following their plan with low to high play. Like I said before, when Edmonton is established in their D-zone coverage, there's space at the points for the D to step in and get a shot on net with traffic. Speaking of traffic, there's Tkachuk, just arrives to the crease and parks that fanny right in Stuart Skinner's face. Unreal net front traffic, keeps it touch-free too. Skinner doesn't even see it. That is Panthers hockey, baby. This game is tied up. Now, the Oilers would get another power play, but if you just saw what Connor McDavid did, you would do everything in your power not to let these guys set up in the zone. So the entry is airtight on this power play against Edmonton. Despite being a man short, Florida constantly outnumbers Edmonton on the wall here, and watch Marchand. Quick poke to disrupt and then follows through on his route to slip behind the D. Turnover to breakaway, pump fake, and then he reminds Skinner to close his damn legs. The Rat King, what a trade, what a fit. I'm once again asking who the hell authorized this man being a Panther, because he has fit in perfectly. Florida plays their best 20 minutes of the series, in my opinion, and they take a 4-3 lead heading into the third. Now, all throughout these playoffs, the Panthers have been suffocating when they're playing with the lead, with the exception of game one. And it looked like they were going to do exactly that in the third period. The Panthers were doing such a good job of clogging the neutral zone, forcing Edmonton to chip pucks in and not carry the puck in with possession. I talked about these soft chips in our game one breakdown, and Florida did a good job in the third of keeping it away from Skinner so that they could push the pace up ice, establish the forecheck, and keep it on their toes. Despite that, though, the Oilers, they still got some great chances. Too bad Officer Bob was outstanding. Especially here, the Oilers get the look that they want McDavid to Draisaitl, but Bobrovsky. What a save. He reads it all day, every day. Things are looking bleak for Edmonton. One more face-off. Oilers get possession, but McDavid stays locked in. He wins the half-wall battle. Perry comes in with great support to funnel to Wallman, and this is what the Worm does best. Perry right to the net. He's tied up, but worms are slippery, ladies and gentlemen, and he finds a way to get wood on it. Bob can't pick it up in time, and they tie the game with 18 seconds left. Corey Perry getting older by the second. He's 804 years old, and he's still absolutely money. After a brilliant third period from Florida, this is going to OT. We're in for a marathon. It didn't look that way, though, right away, because Marchand on the doorstep gets it through. Look at this squeaker, how close it comes to being over. But no, the show goes on. This one, though, is going into double overtime. Both teams are running on fumes. However, Edmonton is going to get a big opportunity. Ekholm has the chance to step in with a piss missile. He misses wide right, and as it rims around, it takes a funny hop off the board. Here's the fatigue setting in real time. Draisaitl nor Ekholm are expecting that bounce, but neither reloads into the middle to provide support as Bouchard comes down the wall on the pinch. Marchand is slashing across, but he adjusts his route. It's another breakaway. Off to the races, doesn't get a shot off, but he gets just enough for another painful reminder for Skinner to close his damn legs. Of course, the Rat King, OT winner. Bruins fans must be sick to their stomach watching him jump around with joy in a Panthers uniform. Marchand, with that goal, is the only player in history to score a shorthanded goal, followed by an overtime goal in a Stanley Cup final game. Easily the best Florida Panther on the ice tonight for myself, and I just need to know, who the hell authorized this trade? Because Marchand on the Panthers is a perfect fit, and we see it once again with the OT winner. I thought in game one, the Oilers inflicted their style on Florida, but in game two, the Panthers dragged Edmonton into the muck and didn't let them out. A lot more turnovers than in game one for Edmonton. That second period was just beautiful for the Florida Panthers. They kept their identity and stuck with their game plan all the way through, whereas Edmonton, I thought, had lapses at times despite their star power being able to pull them into the fight. Other than McDavid becoming an absolute alien on the one power play goal, the Panthers PK held Edmonton's power play to 1 for 7 on the night. One thing is for sure, this one felt a lot more like a Florida game than it did an Edmonton game. In game one, Oilers were more patient in the neutral zone and in their own end, and that allowed them to change sides and go east-west with possession. In game two, Florida forced them to play that dump and chase game, and Edmonton can play that, but it's not where they're at their best. Through two games, either team could be up 2-0. It's so tight. Either way, we head back to Florida for game three, all tied. So, what did you think of game two? Who impressed you? Who pissed you off? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And for more breakdowns of the Cup Final, make sure you turn on notifications and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss a thing.